tried to figure it all out, and just realized that we had hit a spot where we no longer knew what questions we needed to answer. Brian and Sarah Goldin. We're on a Lagoon 450F. We bought it in October of 2025.
So we decided 2 years ago, right, was really when the we want to sail came up. This is something we could just, how could we make that happen for us?
Yeah.
And that was all of 2 years ago.
How to do it on our own. So we tried to learn as much as we could and try to figure it all out on our own. We're hyper independent usually, so tried to figure it all out and just realized that we had hit a spot where we no longer knew what questions we needed to answer. And so it was like, we can keep trying to do this on our own, and maybe in 3, 4, 5 years we figure it out, or we can, like with anything, get a coach and a mentor and find somebody that can help us find the path. Cool. And get on it. So we circled back to Bluewater and figured that was the time. Don't get caught up in trying to buy the newest boat you can.
The prettiest boat. There's so much more that goes into looking at them.
We were
so much more.
We were convinced we wanted to buy, a certain boat, and our budget afforded us a certain year of boat. And if we would have done that, we would have spent a ton of time on the dock and a ton of money realizing the things that boat didn't have. And so, following the process and going through the Bluewater program, it really helped us to realize like all the things that we weren't looking at when we were looking at boats, and that saved us a lot of time and money and probably heartache.
Especially with the Bluewater community, you reach out to someone gives you some advice, it helps get you through it, and you're like, that is so awesome. Look at what we've done. This is so cool.
We jump on a call after a hard passage or something, and then you hear everything else that everybody else is going through, and it's kind of puts it in perspective. It's like, oh, okay, well, we're all going through similar things together.
Yeah.
We were on day 2 of our 5-day passage, our first passage getting out of the marina. The weather was not nearly as good as we forecasted, so it was way worse than we thought. And we were into the wind and getting beat up pretty good, and our solar arch broke and fell into the water. It was still hooked to the boat with one support, and it was hanging on our dinghy and our davits and beating up the sugar scoops. And so we had to make the call to just cut it loose because we were out in the middle of the Gulf, and it
wasn't safe to bring it on the boat.
No.
It was going to cause more damage. It was like safety of crew. Like we all decided very quickly, because it was happening so fast, we had like a 60-second decision. What are we going to do here? And best choice is to just cut it loose, because otherwise someone's going to get hurt, the boat's going to get more damaged. We don't want to do that. We all heard the big giant crash, and we came out, we saw that it was down, ran up to the boat neutral, and the kids immediately went inside because we want to make sure that they're in a safe place, because we have to problem solve what's going on. So we all problem solved through that, and then once it was gone, we're like, okay, the boat's safe, we can continue as we are. Everyone on the boat is safe, the boat's not going to sink, there's no holes, so we can continue. Yep. And then we called Chris Knapp and we're like, hey, so this giant thing just happened.
Where do I go from here?
What do we do? You have no clue of where to even start. Yeah. So being able to reach out and be like,
who do I call?
Here's a crazy
bids?
thing.
Where are the places to look for? Do I need to call my insurance, and is this something that I should look at? And he was able to give good advice and really point us in a good direction. So
it wasn't like a better choice for us to make beforehand, because we had the boat surveyed, everyone had inspected it, we had looked at it, it looked fine. So, things happen to everyone's boat and bad things happen. So just having someone to check with, no matter, even if we had more experience, it's still gonna happen. Yeah. Things happen to everybody, and you have to be having someone to reach to be like, hey, I need to bounce this off you, help give me some ideas, let's figure this out. And it just gives you such a peace of mind. The best part was sitting down and talking to people, because sailing community is really cool. That was all of the value that we got going, was just sitting at lunch, chatting with random people, and just, making connections that way. And we learned so much just from that versus getting on the boats. Getting on the boats was cool and fun, but this is more realistic. This is what we're gonna be.
Don't wait. If you think this is right, dabble your toes and then jump all the way in. Join the community, get the value. Everybody's going through the same things you're feared about, and they'll help you. Yeah. People are so happy to help.
Yeah. We waited to join because we had looked at it a year prior to us joining, and we looked at it and we're like, we're not ready yet. We should have started then.